Welcome along to the San Mamés, where Group B stands tonight for Bilbao and the Basque Country, and the welcome of crisis hit Parma. An inauspicious start in their respective leagues will be replaced by optimism for the European season with a win at the start of the group phase, although the Italians would surely be over the moon at just a point. Bilbao won 1-0 against Malaga at the weekend. Ismail Uzais on target there with his fourth of the season. There's just one change. Aitor Caranca, a former Champions League winner with Real Madrid, returns in defence in place of Ander Merino. Well, as per usual, the Parma coach Silvio Baldini reels out his specially prepared for Europe team. Prepared specially, that is, to defend. No Gilardino, Morfeo or Marchioni tonight. Francesco Uropolo, the raw and largely untried centre-forward wearing 18, will start as the lone man up front, and the way Parma are going to play, he will be lonely. Rousing atmosphere. Bilbao, with a terrific record against Italian sides that have come here down the years. 6 matches, 5 wins and a draw. Juventus and Milan are among the teams to come here and get beaten, which is why Parma presumably hold no fear whatsoever for Athletic Club. It's a sad story, really, after the collapse of Parmalat and the implications that had onto the football club. And it's their worst ever start to a Serie A season, Parma. Yet to win yet in the league. Indeed, a total of 8 matches in all competitions. Only one of them has been won. It was in the preliminary stages of this competition against Maribor. Good footwork in Iraola. And it was very clumsy indeed. Jorge Vallana. Francisco Yeste. Yeste will take it. The player that will prompt Uzais is just behind the front man. Yeste prods it in. First touch for Berti. Flight of the free kick was changed, but there wasn't a sufficiently powerful connection on it. It's Joseba Arriaga who moves forward. Shooting chance maybe, and it's nestled in. Cup-2004. Terrific hit from outside the area. Great start for Bilbao. Controversial figure in many ways, Carlos Cup-2004, former under-21 international. He's managed to come through a doping controversy. Real good dipping shot, which maybe exposes Berti there. Too far off his line. Just goes from bad to worse for Parma. More hesitancy at the back has led in Echeverria. The wide man Echeverria and Iraola will be so important for Bilbao tonight. Bodied up for Yeste. Azia Del Horno. A terrific turn. Shot though was wayward from Uzais. A formidable selection policy here at the San Mamés. Only 2 of the starting lineup have experienced football anywhere else, Spain or otherwise. Caranca and Urbaiz in the middle. This is a Basque-only club. They're winning everything in the middle of the park. Vieto. Referee allowed the advantage. Good chance for 2-0. but it was straight at Gianluca Berti. Because Parma were too weak in the challenge again in the middle of the park, and in it came to Uzais, their top scorer with 4 goals in 6 matches so far. Straight at Berti. The last thing they want to do is replace Arriaga this early. Javi Cuevas warming up. That's Orbaith. Parma have shown nothing coming forward yet. Again, they're too sloppy. Iraola. Oh, and he fooled them all with a back heel. Push wide. Prieto. Good ball in by Prieto. Again, it caused them problems, just like before. Cross on that occasion didn't find the head of Ismail Uzais, but Parma are reeling. Corner played short. Oh, and they've left him with too much space there. That could easily have been knocked in. The bone of contention is who it came off last. Arriaga drilled it and it came off a Parma player last. It hit Bonera. These two met in the 1994-95 UEFA Cup campaign. Bilbao won 1-0 here. Parma won 4-2 in Italy and went on to win the competition. Foul on Fabio's younger brother, Paolo Cannavaro. Parma have been able to do nothing with it. Echeverria continues to dribble. Echeverria perhaps deserved a goal. So dangerous. Defenders on the back foot, backtracking. As Bonera was there. Echeverria, had he kept it a touch lower, and Bilbao would be 2 goals to the good. Echeverria slipped and didn't get a firm contact on it. And that's going to be half-time. Jolt Charbot brings proceedings to a halt. Just slipped onto it, so there we go then, the halfway point, and it's 1-0 Bilbao. Parma lost 3-1 at Brescia at the weekend. Gilardino scored, but he's a league-only player. It's the coach's choice this season, Alberto Gilardino. Silvio Baldini, well mindful of the fact that it's going to be a long, hard campaign, and the UEFA Cup is merely a bonus, not a pleasant distraction. This is better from Parma right from the off. Start of the second half, it was a poor ball in the end. Signs of improvement. Seems to be missing the dynamism really in the middle of Simpliciao. That's Alessandro Budel. Pulled up for it as well. Somewhat needlessly given away, really. Yeste takes, and it's Del Horno. It's 2-0. Parma went to sleep again. Azia Del Horno. The Parma defence were like statues. Straightforward free kick from Francisco Yeste. Blindside running by Azia Del Horno. No one was tuned to it. And for that reason, Atletico Bilbao 2 goals to the good. So 2 home games, 2 away games for each. Stauer come here next, as Echeverria just misses that. Parma's second and final away game is at Standard. Cross from Orbaiz. Only one team looked like getting another goal. A rare moment when Parma can push over halfway. That's challenged really by Gopegui. Bonera coming up from the back, trying to make things happen for Parma. It's a nice one-touch stuff. And the effort from a good way out. Uzaiz is making himself busy there. Yesterday's last free kick led to a Bilbao goal. Comes in again with a left foot. This time away by Contini. Only as far as Yeste. Another good ball in by Yeste. And then the deflection came through. Chance on the follow-up. Prieto, or rather Pablo Orbaiz. No good at where it is for Parma. No option but to come out and attack now. They're missing someone like Gilardino. Oh, and he lost it again there. Rosina. They have it back, and that's bent round. An outrageous effort. Well, he spotted Inaki Lafuente slightly out of position there. Really went for it. Good ball there into the inside left channel. Well fielded by Berti. But again, Parma looked vulnerable. It was the substitute Angulo. Of course, it comes for Balano, player who was on loan at Lecce last season. Parma looking a bit more inventive now. Ropolo forced it through. Well, there was a flag up. Wouldn't have counted even if he had been able to roll it in there. Alessandro Rossina. Another part of the second string that only really plays in Europe. Well, that's a very poor decision. That was the initial ball played forward. This is the next flick. That's where he was offside. Well, Francisco Yeste is replaced by Julen Guerrero, a legend in these parts. Before Spain found a talisman in Raúl going forward, he was the man. Pisanu fed it through. It was Boudel, and he got it up to Rosina. Ball comes back for Rosina. Not clinical enough, nowhere near it in front of goal. Has been an improvement from Parma in terms of the last 15-20 minutes of this game, but it's been nowhere near good enough. Damage was done far earlier. Be hit from a long way out. Quickly Bilbao get back into position. Parma are not going to have time to launch anything. Out wide for Rosina, and indeed the bands are playing. Bilbao are happy. Final whistle then. Job done really on match night 1 for Athletic Bilbao in the UEFA Cup. Goals at the start of either half from Gopegi and Del Horno. A comfortable win of a crisis hit Parma, 2-0.